So what are the top 5 investor mistakes in real estate here on the Costa del Sol? With me to run through the top 5, I have Rebecca Want from Marbella Interiors. Designer-inspired furniture schemes, but without the designer prices.
Indeed.
Very good. Okay, Rebecca.
Yes.
Take us through it. What's number 5?
A weak exit plan.
Is it really?
Yes,
Okay.
apparently.
Weak exit plan. Yeah, a lot of people...
You'll have to explain that to me.
Well, a lot of people buy something because they think it works for now, yeah?
Okay.
And it does. Generally, it does. But when I'm with them, I normally say to them, okay, let's just wait a second here. What's our exit plan? And they kind of look at you. Most investors know what I'm talking about.
So where are you going to make the money, basically?
No, it's how do you get out?
Okay.
How do you get out? So if you need to get rid of that property,
Got you.
if you need some cash, can you do it? Can you sell or can you rent? You know, can you get this asset working for you? And one of the biggest things is, can you sell it? So you've got to think about, okay, and this is where so many different things come into play. But if you're buying on a development of, I don't know, 300 apartments, and you're the 300th buyer,
yeah,
chances are you're not in control of the resale prices, because the first 299 people who've bought there might have bought at lower prices than you're paying.
And potentially there's going to be quite a lot on the market.
Exactly. So they're probably in control of the market, not you. So that means your exit might be painful or it might cost you money. So that's an example. So I always say to people, okay, what's the exit plan? Let's, yes, we'll buy it and we can make money and blah, 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 blah. But if we need some cold hard cash or we need to generate an income, can we do it?
Do that.
And that's the exit plan. So some people do it and kind of forget about that bit because it all looks lovely and shiny and new and whatever.
Yeah.
What's number 4?
Poor area choice.
Yep. So that's a good one because again, I think the fundamentals of property buying are location, location, location.
Definitely.
Call me old fashioned. But I would rather have the worst house on the best street than the best house on the worst street, because I think it's really important. I think there's always going to be people looking for the top locations, and you'll get fewer people looking for the outlying locations. So I think area comes top. It really does. Although it comes number 4, not top in ours. But anyway, but that's what I mean by that.
Over-leveraging, number 3.
3, over-leveraging. Yeah, so it's just...
If you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
I always remember my mate Martin Smith, bless him, saying, I was moaning about my electricity bills and he said, Sean, if you can't afford to pay for it, you shouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting the Yorkshire accent to it.
I always think if you can't afford the insurance on a car, you can't afford the car.
Yeah, and also with leveraging, it's about maybe taking on too much finance, and maybe rather than buying 1 or 2 properties, you end up buying 3 or 4, and you just have,
I remember speaking to clients years ago now where it was a big new development, like you say, with 300, 400 properties, and they were buying 3, and the plan was to flip 2 to pay for the 3rd. But if you've got 300 properties and maybe 8 or 9 people or more doing that, is that going to work?
But also, by doing that, so if you've got 300,000 in those days and you're spreading that 300,000, instead of buying 1 property at 300,000, you're buying 3 at 300,000, but financing 200,000 of it. All of a sudden, you've got 600,000 euros worth of debt.
It's just terrifying. Yeah.
And it's not, for seasoned investors who know what they're doing, it's not frightening. But if you're new to the game, then it can be quite daunting, and you've got to know what you're doing.
Okay.
What's number 2?
Ignoring resale.
Yeah. So by this, I mean resale opportunities, because a lot of agents are not bullying people, but moving people into new developments. So
buying off plan while it's cheap and then seeing that as the investment.
Not that cheap, but I think they're easier to sell because show homes, glossy brochures.
Yeah.
Look, we all get seduced by things like that.
You've got to have a lot of imagination, though, haven't you, to buy off plan, I think.
You have, unless there's a very nice showroom.
True.
And you know that yours is going to look like that, or think that yours is going to look like that. When actually there might be a resale apartment round the corner that's 100,000 cheaper that might need 20,000 spending on it.
Yeah.
So you can get seduced by...
And the return's quicker as well, then.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the other thing. There's more certainty as well. But so it's just something to watch as an investor. The value isn't always in the new stock. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it really is. But not always. You need to keep an open mind.
Okay. And number one, chasing yield only.
Yeah. Okay. So this is where the figures just take over. And it can happen. And sometimes investors will argue, yeah, but that's what I'm in it for. I'm in it for the figures. But you've also got to have something, again, going back to the exit plan, you've got to have something that other people are going to like. Because chances are you're not going to hold on to that asset for 10, 20 years. It's going to be flipped at some point, maybe to raise money to do something else, or you just need the money out of it. So it's not all about how pretty it looks, and it's not all about the figures. The figures are really important because you want to be able to point to some capital growth and also some rental yield. But a lot of people chase the yield model and sort of get blinkered as to other things as well. So it's a whole range of different things that an investor needs to take into account when they're.
And do you get a lot of clients? Because obviously, you know, the lifestyle and being on the Costa del Sol and you know, having a holiday home in Marbella and things like that. But do you get a lot of clients that come in with the very cold, calculated, this is an investment, or is that passion always still there as well?
I think the passion is always there. I think not many people are buying purely as an investment. I think everyone's still got that, oh, would I like to stay here?
Yeah.
And they always sneak a few weeks in as well.
Yeah.
And I think that matters. So a lot of our clients, they buy with their head and their heart.
Yeah.
And that's difficult. That's difficult because one has to win, really. So it's just balancing that. And we have hundreds, if not thousands, of those conversations every year with potential buyers about, okay, and we have to draw them back. And they can be really seasoned investors, property investors, but we have to go, okay, calm it down. Why are we buying this? Is it for you? Is it for your family? Is it for Aunt Joan? Is it, you know, is it for investment? Is it? And sometimes it's all of those things.
Yeah, because I'm guessing it's good to have a balance because it could be an investment, but if you can enjoy it as well.
Then how much value do you put on that? You know, what's the price of your 10 weeks
and maybe
of
the
family
investment
holidays?
is, okay, you know, a long time ago, you know, you'd buy something and flip it in 6 months and make a return. Maybe now it takes longer, but if you can actually enjoy that investment.
Exactly. I mean, I've just bought a place in London, and part of my yield calculations were not only what I was going to get from it on the rental market, but also if I stay there for 30 nights a year, then instead of paying £500 a night in a hotel, effectively, I'm saving £15,000. So does that get added to the yield? Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And when it does, it makes the investment argument very strong. So there's loads of different ways you can look at this. It's, you know, it can be very complicated, but that's what we enjoy doing. We enjoy sitting down with clients and just talking them through all these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the top 5 investor mistakes. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Until the next one. Cheers for now.